we came here to have a better life. So please do not spoil it. Kind of. So you always feel like you need to fit in and not belong. I was kind of heavy at one point as a young kid, but that's the way it was. You listen to it, you grow up with it, and you just try to fit in at one point.
What was life like outside of the four walls that you lived in, outside of the home, the streets you grew up on?
Just a normal neighborhood, if I can use the word normal neighborhood, with everything that goes with it. Gangs, drugs, fights, happiness, diversity, different food, different religions. So I always say that it was the best for me to understand what the world was.
How does it compare to the streets that your kids are growing up on?
What streets? The garden, the grass, no concrete there. No, joking aside, you can't compare it, man. I mean, but if I had to do it again, I would do it again. I'll do it again because it made me, it's very difficult. I can't even start to even compare anything. I did everything for them not to grow up there. Because you don't want to grow up there.
Why?
Because I didn't want them to go through that. It's weird for me to say that. It's kind of a cliche thing to say that you don't really want to grow up there. If you ask anyone when they can compare it, they're like, oh no, it's better to grow up there. It's better to grow up there. But for me, like I said, I'll do it again because it made me understand a lot of things, acceptance, living with others, to coexist in any way, by the way, what you think of, or what you wear, how you see the world. For me, I couldn't care less that in my class, so the same thing. It was Senegalese, Malian, Caribbean, North African, Asian, Italian, Polish roots, Portuguese roots. I couldn't care less about what you thought or not. I'm like, this is my friend. Do you know what I mean? And I traveled also without traveling. Like I went around the world staying in the same place. I had all the food in the world staying in the same place. So this is why I would say it's kind of a cliche thing to say you don't want to grow up there. But what it gives you also, what it gives you is second to none for me in terms of what you need in order to comprehend how the world is.
You described it before as growing up and only seeing cement.
Yeah.